This was long rumored for a while, but the deal came together fairly quickly here. Pepsico buying Sodastream, an Israeli company. That's why they announced it at 2 a.m. $1.44 a share, about a 10% or so premium from Friday's closing price of Sodastream. But if you look over the last 30 days, it's a 30% premium, which is pretty much what we've seen in the food and beverage industry. Why? Because Sodastream actually just had what they called their best quarter ever, and they tripled their guidance for the fiscal year. They've really seen a comeback in the business since the stock price hit around 12 or 13 just in early 2016. They've marketed more toward sparkling water, seltzer, and they've really picked up on that trend. And that's what Pepsi is doing here. I talked last night to Hugh Johnston. He's the CFO, vice chairman of PepsiCo. I said, why now? This has been talked about. You guys have been doing tests with them. He said they have got their portfolio in the right place. What they need is the ability to expand in more countries. Obviously, that's Pepsi's strength. They're in more than 200 countries. He also said it's good incremental growth opportunity for us. We get access to a business, home beverages, that we don't play in. I also talked to Daniel Birnbaum, the CEO of Sodastream. He's going to stay on board. He's going to continue to operate this company independently out of Israel. He says that the deal speaks to a number of mega trends in the beverage business, sustainable and healthy consumer shifts. And that's really what Sodastream has marketed itself about. The sustainable piece, right? We don't use bottles anymore. It's reusable bottles. It's made from tap water. It's not the disposable bottles that we're so used to when it comes to bottled water. And that's also been a huge focus for Indra Nooyi and explains some of the rationale behind this deal.
I was thinking just last week or so that I drink so much sparkling water now that it would make sense to buy one of these things, because I'm also trying to figure out how to get rid of all the bottles. Getting there very painfully and very slowly.
Poland Springs lemon.
Yeah.
You like the flavor?
15 different flavors. I like the LaCroix peach pear.
I like soda. Except that, what do you mean?
I mean, we've talked about it before.
Except that I don't, I mean, now you even hear of you even hear of, that there, I've seen like crazy claims about, I don't know. You've seen the conspiracy claims about the sweeteners, about that it can cause this or this.
Mostly on
and so
water.
and right, and it eventually starts tasting kind of like a Diet Coke, kind of, because at least it's got the fizz. But what's the downside? Is it eat your teeth away?
I was so prepared for this because Andrew asked me every time.
Does it eat your teeth away, or do I get kidney stones? Is there anything?
So in general, sparkling water is obviously a much healthier alternative.
What's it do bad?
Regular soda.
Eat my stomach.
But there's acid in it,
right?
So
in your teeth, right?
Do it in moderation, right? I mean, you don't want to be guzzling acidic sparkling water all day if you're worried about tooth decay.
So you should really just drink
water.
Straight up water.
Right. Or if you're going to drink it, you should drink it with a straw. That's what I've heard.
Why? Then it doesn't soak your teeth.
Because it doesn't soak your teeth.
Now you're doing it.
Or you could use a metal straw. By the way, we were discussing during the commercial break, I have a Sodastream. I don't love my Sodastream.
Why?
Because you have to, the cartridges run out very quickly. You can only get about 2 glasses in each bottle, so you have to do like 2 or 3 bottles. You have to like fill up your whole. There's just a lot going on.
They are first mover, and they're the biggest of its kind. Remember, Keurig tried to do something like this. They launched Keurig Cold a few years ago. It was
Bubbly, on the other hand, I like. Bubbly, I'll take Bubbly all day long.
So Bubbly, Life Water, they've all been going into this. Coca-Cola has Topo Chico, which is actually a big driver right now. Yeah. And there's this big fight with Nestle Waters. They have a lot of the imported Pellegrinos and other sparkling waters. No question, this is where the growth is as a soda alternative, like Joe said, and just for millennial consumers who were never quite interested in soda.
We run out. I mean, I'm constantly the Poland Springs lemon and
we get it delivered to our house, and I have about 4 different types, but my favorite is the LaCroix peach pear right now.
The other thing is it could make you gassy, but beyond the tooth decay. Just saying.
I already sort of said that. I haven't had any today.
Remnants.
How long does it last?
Yesterday.
Overnight?
I don't drink sparkling water.
Okay, this is way too much information, but I've actually done this research too. That's why I pour it in a glass instead of drinking it out of the bottle, because that decarbonates some of it.
God almighty.